Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is Friday. Happy Friday, the 5th of February, 2021, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Taking a look at our cryptocurrency markets, specifically Ethereum, which has moved up quite a bit here over the short term. It has breached the 1,500, the 1,600, and now the $1,700 value areas. Really just kind of continuing on from what I was talking about yesterday. About the dangers of downside risk here. So the Ethereum is sitting at level 70, which is not an overbought level. It's not overbought yet. In fact, it found support at the natural support zones that it does. So when we're in a bull market, the RSI levels change. We don't use 70 and 30 anymore. They adjust based on the type of market that it's in. So on the daily chart, very obviously, we are in a bull market, and we see prices finding support. The RSI has been finding support up against 55 and 65. That's totally normal. But what we're seeing is noticeable divergence, and that exists. Let's actually find a different. Here we go. If you look, see these lower highs that have occurred in the RSI, followed by lower highs that have occurred in the composite index. But if you look up above, we see a series of higher highs. Then, as we're getting close to where we're at now, we see there's now a divergence occurring on the bearish side. We have lower highs, higher highs. And then also with the current candles, actually with the current price action here, we can see this is a flat to lower high. So this could travel up on the RSI, but we do have a higher high on the composite index on the daily. That one's very definite. So this is all pointing to some really strong extensions to the south. The other thing that is concerning is if you look at the volume profile, this is on Kraken's data. Sometimes that's not the best to look at, but if you look at the data here, look at the volume. What has it been doing? With the exception of the spikes here, it looks like the volume is doing what? It's going down. So we're getting lower volume participation as prices go up. And in technical analysis, there's a phrase that we all use and follow, and it's been tested to be true time and time again, and that is volume precedes price, meaning that as volume drops off, soon prices will drop off as well. Prices will drop. I think the value area that we would see Ethereum come down to, I think those get higher. I would be surprised if we broke down to the $700 $800 area, but a couple weeks ago, we were looking for a short opportunity based on the same kind of overdone seeking a pullback analysis that we're doing today. But last week, maybe it was last week or the week before, we were looking for shorts if there was going to be a daily close below 1,200. Looks like that zone here, the 1,200 zone, this is going to be the major support structure if we do get any type of pullback. However, Ellioticians, this is a pretty standard 5-wave. This is a pretty standard impulse wave higher. And in an ABC correction move, the C wave, I mean, it's right within that $800 area. I don't have to draw it out or fib it out for you, but that's definitely where it would be. If it goes higher, if we choose to go higher, if Ethereum were to press on up to the 236 or the 414, and we get into the $2,500 and the $3,400 range, then our ABC corrective move is going to bring us back down to the $1,200 area as our support for the next leg up, for the next impulse wave higher. So that's what we should be looking at. Across the board, the cryptocurrency market's higher. Folks, Monday is when Ethereum has a futures contract launched at the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It's the largest derivatives market in the world. That's where all the primary futures contracts are traded. If you're unfamiliar with U.S. futures, know that if you trade CFDs like the SPX 500, the NAS 100, the FTSE 100, those CFDs, those derivatives, follow the derivative of the futures markets from the CME, and so they're kind of a big deal. They are very important. They are the trading instruments that really dictate the price action moves of the underlying assets. And I wrote an article about this last night, that Ethereum is more than likely going to suffer the same consequences that Bitcoin has faced when it has had major releases of its futures contract. The first one being the CME in 2017. We know what happened there. It was actually the exact date, the exact date of the CME's futures contract, December 17th. That was the high of the market. That's when we were near that 20K value area, and then it just collapsed. And we had another huge drop in September of 2019 when box futures were released. So Ethereum, very, 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 very likely that we will see, especially because we've been trending up higher for so long and we're getting close to a full 360-day rotation, very likely that we will see a pretty big drop in Ethereum. Then again, maybe not, but cyclical-wise and behavior-wise in the cryptocurrency markets, that is the most likely scenario moving forward here. So be careful this weekend. I opened up a short position today at 1680 for 2 Ethereum. I've got I actually actively short on 11 Ethereum right now with an average. What is that? I'm just looking at my other screen here. I think my cost basis for the short is at 1742. Yeah, 1743. So I'm in the money there right now. We'll see what happens. It could be a very profitable short, or it could just be a small loss. We'll see. But I like it at these levels, especially as we're getting near the end of the day on Friday. I like where this is going. So, yeah, you guys all have a great rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, take care of yourselves. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I look forward to talking with you all next week.